it's Kari from sunshineonmypocket.com, and today I'm a part of a video hop celebrating the new release over at Crafty Meraki, and we're calling this Meraki Crafttober. So this is the new Festive Frolic stamp set and the Festive Frolic coordinating dies. And what I did not realize was that this is one die. It's all together, and so is the stamp set. Look at this. So you're going to stamp all the images at the same time, and then you're able to cut them all out at the same time as well. So you get to save so much time on stamping and die cutting these out. Then they also have this Effortless Artistry Paper collection, which includes all of these images that are already colored for you. So this is a huge time saver, especially if you're creating Christmas cards this year, but they're all colored a little bit differently, so you get a variety of colors to choose from and different styles of coloring. I just really adore this. So I'm going to choose one of these. Now there are quite a few. There are 24 sheets total. So that's a lot of images and a lot of cards you can make. Now I'm going to show you, we're going to create 2 cards today, one using this set, and then I wanted to show you the other set as well. So stay tuned for just a minute. Well, watch this. To die cut all of these out, all you have to do is line this up, make sure you've got it nice and centered there on all the images, and then tape it down and run it through your die cut machine. That's it. It is so fast, and look at all these cute images you get. I love that little dog up there. He is adorable. I absolutely must use him on my card today. And look at all these little cute images. We've got, look at this one. It's got some little notes that are attached. I love that. I love that they're attached as well, because that's a small little image. And this wreath, it cuts out the center of this wreath. I really appreciate that because I love the details when a die cuts most of the little center parts for you. It's so great. And look at the little bone with the bow on it with the dog. So cute. All right, let me move these aside so I can show you this other set that I have. This is the Effortless Artistry Paper collection for the festive floral wreath. And these are gorgeous. Look at all the different colors, different coloring styles. And the die set for this is going to cut out that wreath, and it's also going to cut out all of the sentiments. So you're going to get a lot to choose from, which makes it so easy to create a card. And we're going to use all of these on our cards today. Well, not all of these. We're going to use a sentiment, a wreath, and some of the images, I should say, but we'll use them together. And just look at how beautiful all these sentiments are. You can put them together, and this wreath, you can use all of it or just portions of it for your card. And I'm going to show you how to put one together with that as well. I just had to use some paper that has music on it. So I've got this paper here, and I'm going to trim it down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 so that we can create a card panel. And I want to put these little singers together with that fa la la sentiment. I love that. So now we have a little extra time to build the background because all of the pieces are already colored and cut out. So I'm going to take a little gesso here, and I'm going to go around the edge of this paper just real light. You'll still be able to see a little bit of those notes behind the gesso. I want to make sure though not to cover up the joy to the world at the top there. Just going around the edges, it's going to create kind of a snowy look for us on our panel. Once we have that done, I'm going to go ahead and set this aside to dry. It's not going to take too long to dry because I didn't add very much of this, and it's a very thin layer. So while that's drying, I want to test out this shapeshifter stencil and add some glitter. I always love a Christmassy card with extra glitter. I have the Stickles gel in Moon Dust, and I'm going to test it on this little strip of paper that was left over, just using the top of that, a little piece from the jar. And I do like it, so I'm going to go ahead and add it to my project with that stencil. So adding this through the stencil is just going to add a little bit of a whisper of glitter in a little bit of a design. In the video, it will be a little hard to see, but I'm going to hold it up so hopefully you'll be able to see how that shines. There's a little glimpse of that. In real life, it just looks magical. So that is going to have to dry before I can do anything more on that card. So for our second card, I'm just going to start the background on it. And of course I want to use some glitter on this one too. It's just the way of Christmas cards, right? So I'm adding some Distress Ink and Evergreen Bough to this. This time I'm going to use the Tropical Finesse stencil. It's got some beautiful leaves, and I'm going to lightly ink on some green over our panel. I'm not re-inking my brush at all, just using what's left there on the brush. So it's just see, it's kind of subtle. And then I'm going to turn that stencil over and just shift it a little bit to add the glitter over the top. So we're going to have some glittery leaves, and we're going to have some subtle green leaves underneath. It's going to be beautiful. Take a look at this beautiful shine and glitter. I hope you can see that in the video. It really is a beautiful addition. All right, let's go back to the first card because it is dry now, and I'll take some Distress Ink in the color Rustic Wilderness to go around those edges. So we're going to have a little white, a little bit of that Rustic Wilderness. It's a beautiful color for Christmas, I think, and that's just going to add a touch there around the edges. I'm still leaving some of that white gesso showing because I love that snowy look as well. It really goes well with the glitter. And now we can place our images, and these are the ones I decided to use for this card. Super cute, and I love them singing. I can almost hear them singing this song. I'm going to pop them up with a little bit of foam tape, foam adhesive, and that's going to give a little more dimension to this card. By adding a touch of liquid adhesive, that's going to give me a little bit of time to move them around if I need to, and it will also help them stick much more secure. For the wreath, I'm just going to put that one down with liquid adhesive, but I will pop up the Fa La La right there, and there we go, just glue this one straight down. All we have to do now is add the panel to our card base, and this card is done. And how fast was that? Really quick with these new products. Love that, especially if you're in a hurry. So there we go. There's the first one. I'm going to hold this up just a little bit to show you that glitter. It is so pretty. It does look like a little snowy scene, almost like a window scene. Let's finish up this other card here. This has dried now, so we can add our wreath, and I'm going to use a portion of the wreath on either corner of this panel. So I'll glue down the first corner here and then turn it over and cut down the rest of that wreath. That's going to leave us with enough to build this corner up over here as well. Just want to make sure I have enough room to put my sentiment, and that's going to work perfectly. So I'll go ahead and glue down that corner as well and cut off all the excess by turning it over and cutting that away. This is so pretty with that background, and don't throw these pieces away because you can always use these for another card. In fact, I may cut out that poinsettia flower and use that for a decoration piece. I'm going to add this beautiful Merry Christmas with some liquid adhesive and glue that straight down to the background. And then we'll just add this whole piece to our card, and that's going to create our second card. So quick and easy. I do have these beautiful gems from Crafty Meraki. These are the Golden Illusion Meraki Sparkle, and I love them. And look at this beautiful tool they have. One side has that ball tip, which you can use for scoring your card base or adding some paint dots or anything like that. It's like a stylus, and the other end is the gem picker, which allows you to pick up your gems and add the liquid adhesive and add them down very, very easily. I really love this tool, and I love that it's two-sided as well. So I'm going to go ahead and add these gems all over those berries. So we're going to have sparkling gold berries on our wreaths here. And look how super simple and fast that is. And then I'll add this whole panel to the card base, and that's going to finish off this card. You can kind of see that sparkle right here in the gems. Hopefully you can see the glitter sparkle in the background on those leaves. Such a beautiful, beautiful effect, and very, very quick. Here's our first card that we made, the Fa La La, where they are singing and they've got that glittery snow in the background as well. And look at everything that we still have left. Of course, all the gems, but when we cut out all the images, we still have lots of sentiments to choose from. Some beautiful poinsettias here from the wreath, and all these images to build more cards. So from one sheet of paper from these little images here, you could probably build 3 or 4 cards. There's even more that I'm showing here, but I already created another card with them. I will be sharing that card and more inspiration on my blog and Instagram channel. I mean, it's a lot you can do, and so quick and so easy. Just building up your backgrounds and adding your images. I hope you enjoyed this look at the new release from Crafty Meraki. Be sure to check below in the description for all the hop information and the prizes that will be given away. You can follow the hashtag MerakiCrafttober to see all the videos in the hop, and be sure to comment and follow the instructions for your chance to win. Thanks for stopping by today. I'll be back real soon with more cards to share. Until then, happy crafting. Bye-bye.